Hey YouTubers, so in this video I've basically got a Pentium 7th generation. This is the G4500, and in this video we're going to see if we can do 4K gaming with it. In a second I'm actually running the CPU benchmark so you can see the scores it gets and get a little better idea. There it is right there though. We've got the ridiculously loud Thermaltake CPU fan, the Zotac 1050 or GTX 1050 Ti, which is also somewhat noisy. Then we've got the super silent Adida SSD, which I have the operating system on. And then somewhere in there we should have our DDR4 RAM. And so this thing is done. So let's see here. I just don't want to see eBay. Okay, here's the last one at. Well, it's not that one. I guess it's this guy. Alright, well, so you can see here, there's our scores, 37% for gaming, which is not that great, except for the fact that this being a 7th gen Pentium, and it only cost me $49 or something like that. You can't beat that. Desktop score 55, which is respectable, but for workstation, if you're out there doing CAD or really intensive software programs, I don't know, Photoshop, let's say, rendering, HitFilm Pro, Autodesk Inventor, Autodesk 3ds Max, animation stuff, and then this probably is not going to work that great for you. That said, I've run all those programs on 8th gen Celeron, so they will work. It's just maybe not as quickly as you might want them to. Alright, processor score. So processor's actually hanging in there pretty good, and graphics not so great, even though not long ago this would have probably had a decent score in here. Now it's 1070 is kind of the baseline or whatever. Now my SSD drive, actually that's a little disappointing that I didn't get a higher score, but hell, it was only $20. Huge improvement over what I had before though. This score actually went up about 8%. All across the board these are up, so that part's good. There you see Intel Pentium G4500, normally $71, cheapest price. That's at Newegg. I was able to get that on the eBay, and I'm sure if you really tried, you could probably get a 4500 or 4600 for less than 50 if you went to it. I believe this card is available on eBay as well, probably in a used category for closer to $100 than that price, but I think we paid $150 when we got it. Then there's the ADAT SU655. Let me see here. And I have the box right here actually. That is the right number. And you know, could have scored a little higher. Says it's performing below expectations. That's disappointing. There's I had 16 gigs RAM in this. Now it only has 12. Mainly because there was a increase. It wasn't significant enough to not use that 4 gigs elsewhere. Alright, so I really love this software because you can play around with this and really optimize everything. So there's obviously faster SSDs out there, and grabbing something like this guy or the 960 probably make a difference. So where we're going to go now is over to Origin. This will take a second to load up. So I've got another, well, I got a crap load of computers in here, but there's another, this is an 8th gen Celeron. I may do the same thing with that, see if you can do 4K gaming with that Celeron. However, in its current status, the onboard graphics are just not going to be strong enough to do. So that's not going to work. Alright, so this is loaded up. Let's see, my game library, and Battlefield 4 will run in, I believe, up to 4K. So we're going to find out in a second. Not sure, actually, now that I think about it, how I'm going to play this with one hand. But the cool thing is, though, this will default to a setting that it believes you can run at. And the last time I was in here, it popped up 4K, so we'll see. We'll see if it does that again. Let's go into settings. So right there is 4K, 60 hertz, full screen mode. I always wonder if I could do 1080p and switch that to something else, but we won't do that today. Resolution scale. So as far as I can tell, we're going to be gaming in 4K. So over here we got graphics quality auto, and I could change that to low, medium, ultra, custom. So this game probably will not play at these settings. So let's just go with low first. What the hell? I mean, 4K at low settings is still pretty good, right? Let's see how well this runs. All right, back. Save settings, and we'll go to campaign, I guess, and I'll resume this. Okay. We don't want to listen to the storyline. Let's go. Get some action. Get in there and start killing. So while we're waiting on that, I've run all these different scores, and the best I got this thing to do with the 16 gigs was 37% for the gaming and 55 for desktop, and 57 desktop and 30 for workstation. So not bad numbers. Okay, so here we are, and I'm gonna figure out how to set this so you guys can see it. Hopefully that's not an awkward angle. And so we're gonna change up our guns. Let's go a little heavier. Going heavier. Done. Alright. So I haven't played too much of this game yet, and I'm not very good at it. But so here we are. We're doing 4K gaming with a Pentium chip and a 1050 Ti. Oh, I missed a minute. Did not get the headshot. Dang, I suck. I don't know why I take so many shots to kill these guys. That headshot. Why not throw a grenade? Just to make sure, right? So this is low settings, and you know, my kid probably would tell me that this sucks, but hey, it's 4K gaming. 4K gaming. He's not 4K gaming. I am the only one 4K gaming in this house. So there's definitely some, you know, the frame rate isn't the highest. I couldn't tell you what the frame rate is, but it's playable. It is definitely playable. I'm sure as the action gets more intense, this game's going to bog down. What's that? It's time to go. We need a better gun. We need more firepower. I can't even see who's shooting at me. Alright, time to go up the stairs. Oh. Got him. Oh man, where these guys come from? Alright. So there you go. There's 4K gaming on a Pentium G45.